children torn in two, and the jellied brains of those who remain to put the finger right on you. As the madmen play on words and make us all dance to their song, to the tune of starving millions to make a better kind of gun. The killer's breed, or the demon seed, the glamour, the fortune, the pain. Go to war again, blood is freedom stain. Don't you pray for my soul anymore. 2 minutes to midnight, with the hands that threaten doom. 2 minutes to midnight, to kill the unborn in the womb. Oh, midnight, oh, midnight, oh, midnight, so night. Midnight, oh, midnight, oh, midnight, so night. Midnight. Hear the rhyme of the ancient mariner, see his eyes, he stops 1 or 3, mesmerized as a wonder the wedding guests stay here and listen to the nightmares of the sea. And the music plays on as the bride passes by, caught by a spell, and the mariner tells his tale. Driven south to the land of the snow and ice, to a place where nobody's been. Through the snow fog flies on the albatross, hailed in God's name, hoping good luck it brings. And the ship sails on back to the north through the fog and ice, and the albatross follows on. The mariner kills the bird of good omen. His shepherds cry against what he's done, but when the fog clears, they justify him and make themselves a part of the crime. Sail on and north across the sea. Sailing on and north till all is calm. The albatross begins with its vengeance. A terrible curse, the thirst has begun. His shipmates blame bad luck on the mariner. About his neck, the dead bird is hung. When the curse goes on and on at sea, and the thirst goes on and on for them and me. Day after day, day after day, day after day, we stuck, no breath, no motion, as idle as a painted ship upon a painted ocean. Water, water everywhere, and all the boards did shrink. Water, water everywhere, nor any drop to drink. There calls a mariner, there comes a ship over the line. How can she sail with no wind in her sails and no tide? See, onward she comes, onward she nears out of the sun. See, she has no crew, she has no life. Wait, but there's two. And she, life and death, they throw the dice for the crew. She wins the mariner and he belongs to
check.
One after one by the star-dogged moon, too quick for groan or sigh. Each turned his face with a ghastly pang and cursed me with his eye. 4 times 50 living men, and I heard nor sigh nor groan. With heavy thump, a lifeless lump, they dropped down one by the curse it lives on in their eyes. The mariner, he wished he died, along with the sea creatures, but they lived on, so did. And by the light of the moon, he prays for their beauty not doomed. With heart he blesses them, God's creatures, all of them too. Then the spell starts to break. The albatross falls from his neck, sinks down like lead into the sea. Then down it falls, comes the rain. Hear the groans of the long-dead seamen. See them stir, and they start to rise. Bodies lifted by good spirits. None of them speak, and they're lifeless in their eyes. And revenge still is sought. Penance starts again. Cast into a trance, and the nightmare carries on. Now the curse is finally lifted, and the mariner sights his home. Spirits go from the long dead bodies, form their own light, and the mariner's left alone. And then a boat came sailing towards him. It was a joy he could not believe. The pilot's boat, his son, and the hermit, penance of life will fall onto him. And the ship, it sinks like lead into the sea. And the hermit shrieks, the mariner of his sin. The mariner is bound to tell of his story, to tell this tale wherever he goes, to teach God's word by his own example, that we must love all things that God made. And the wedding guests are sad and wiser man. Sad and wiser man.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? There we go. It helps if I unmute the mic, right? All right. So, when I last had this thing running yesterday, what? Sorry, that was my wife asking me questions. It's okay. What was I saying? Yes, where last I left off, I was getting my ass kicked in Pirate Swarm. And as I was also saying, I am not an expert in Star Citizen, nor do I spend an exorbitant amount of time doing research. I'm a casual. I just got a pair of flight sticks and I like to shoot stuff. Not that I don't watch my fair share of Star Citizen content. I do, and I've watched some guides in the past, but stuff changes. Master mode's kind of turned everything up on its head, and I haven't done a ton of in-depth analysis of flight mechanics and combat really since then, other than the basics of how to switch back and forth and do what you need to do to not die. But I wanted to see about changing weapons, because I noticed when I'm shooting, it's like I got 2 pips, and I was wondering if, maybe it's like my Gatlings are on 1 pip and my automated turret is firing different, because the guns are different. One's a Gatling, one's cannons, so if they got different velocities, different positioning, they might just be hitting in different spots. So I thought I would take the cannons off of the turret and maybe throw something with a muzzle velocity somewhat more comparable to the Gatling. I've seen a couple guys online do good work with NDB 30s, so I thought I might give that a try. So it's kind of a hybrid. I got some ballistics and I got some lasers. I think that could be good. So let's get these deadbolts off of here. What do we got? Where are my NDBs? There it is. 3 days. Now this can be a bit of a battle. So this screen in Arena Commander where you equip your ships with parts is always finicky and terrible. And it will look as if it's not saving your changes, but if you back out and back in, you can see that maybe the changes actually were saved. But if you don't back out and back in, it'll make it look like it's just defaulting back to what you had before. It'll make you think you're losing your mind because you click save changes and it just blinks and goes back to what you had equipped before. So look at this. All right, I'm gonna equip item. Save changes. See, now it says Deadbolt Cannon 3. See? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back. I'm gonna hit vehicle loadout again. We're gonna go to weapons. See that? Tricky bastards. So Star Citizen is a beautiful game, and it's got a lot of neat stuff. For all the bad stuff that people say about it. But there's also some really interesting stuff in here that you don't see in a lot of other games. I know this is kind of the dramatic example. Here, let me turn this music off. I should put on something without lyrics if I'm going to keep music going. Distracted my train of thought. What was I saying? See? Damn it. I lost my train of thought. Oh, well, let's just get back to what we were doing. Wait, yeah. So Star Citizen is a beautiful game, but it is buggy, and it has always been buggy. And CIG does not often write a good balance between introducing new stuff while fixing their old stuff. It's like they introduce something and they move on. It's like, we'll fix it later. So while there are dramatic improvements, new systems added, new quests, new stuff, you will like this thing with the menu and Arena Commander has been weird for years, like ever since I first started playing, and they've never fixed it. And you would think that couldn't you just throw one guy on this, get it so that it refreshes right? Why do I gotta poke and prod it like a PS1 game, trying to get the information out of it that I need? Okay, so let's try this one. So See, now it's telling me I got 2. I could have sworn I only rented 1, but we're going to go ahead and try and equip it. Save changes. Now it's going to act like it's not there. Okay, so we're going to go back. Load out again. And there it is. See? So if you have this issue, and see, now it's like it's like it's spawning additional repeaters that I'm not renting. I don't know if it's trying to act like I rented 1 for all the slots, or if maybe if you rent it once you can equip it. I don't know, but you can see like my number available keeps going up and I'm not renting them. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. I mean, the amount of REC you pay for this stuff is so minimal, and you get so much just for playing around in the modes that it's a frivolous currency anyway. You can buy whatever you want if you just play around with this for just a few hours. So let's try it again. NDB30. Oh, come on. There we go. Save changes. It's gonna say it didn't do it. Back. And there she is. And now, for some reason, I'm up to a 4th. So we'll do it again. Buy 1, get 3 free. Okay. Equip item. Save changes. It's lying to me. I go back. Oh, go back. Vehicle load out. Weapons. And there it is. Okay. So now I got 3 or 4 NDB30s. Which at least as of a couple patches ago when I was playing, they were like the slick new repeater everybody was talking about. I don't know if they've had a nerf since then, but I don't know, they still seem to work pretty good. I got them on one of my other ships. Sadly, I lost 2 of them. I did executive hangars a little bit like a year ago. I was running with some guys that were doing them. And after a handful of weeks of all the other, like we had kind of a queue order of operations, the people who were doing the most work or had been doing the longest, they're getting their pick of ships first. But eventually they got around to me. And I got that Hornet out of there. And it comes with not only a bunch of really good stealth parts, but also NDB 30s on the top. Now you can't buy them, and it comes and you get 4. So I pried those 4 off, and I was throwing them on all kinds of my other ships. And then I got screwed by one of them server errors that loves to come along. I was in the middle of swapping stuff out, putting the guns on another ship, and all of a sudden I get an error. And when the error passes, 2 of those repeaters were sucked into the ether of non-existence in the abyss of Buggy Star Citizen. So I lost it. I can't get those back. Like, there's no store to go buy them from. I'd have to go put a crew together and go do the executive hangar thing all over again and go get another one. Oh, bummer. But, it is what it is. It's an alpha. Play at your own risk, right? And it's not like those repeaters are going to really make it. I mean, they're great and all, but, skill trumps everything else in this game. So it's not like probably wouldn't win me a fight that I was going to lose otherwise. Okay, systems. Your general grade A or B military stuff. In this case, we're going into direct combat. We don't need to worry about stealth. We're not hiding or trying to escape. We have to fight. So I got Permafrost, JS400, FR76, as is tradition. And yeah. That's that. So let's do options real quick. I'm going to turn my music off. I'll give you a little taste of what, whoa, Star Citizen music is like these days. Not counting the menu music, which, to be honest, I'm kind of tired of. This kind of droning. La, 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 la. Get tired of it. I mean, I just heard it too many times on long loading screens when like the servers are having issues and you're just watching that spinny wheel. Listen to this lady. Guys, it's really my own fault. I could just mute it or go listen to something else, but you just keep hoping that it's gonna load in any second. So you just sit there hopeful, watching that wheel spinning. All right. Make sure offline. I'm going to security post Korea too because of the maps. That's one that's got really good visibility, and there's not really any debris. You're just above. Can't remember what moon Korea is on. Selin, maybe. Don't quote me on that. It's over in Crusader, I think. But it's just a station above a moon. It's not a bunch of debris or asteroids or floating crap. As long as you don't crash into the station in the middle, you're fine. Which is good. So that removes one possible obstacle that could, have me pull stupid. You got a situational awareness is a thing in this game. Especially if you're hanging out in a place like Nyx, which is just one giant asteroid field. Let's just go. Let's launch. See how this works. Maybe I can get to the Hammerhead today. That'd be cool. There are no other players. They're offline. Okay. Let me turn this volume down just a little bit. It is just roaring in my ears. Hopefully not yours. Okay. A little better. A little more manageable. Hostiles inbound. What do we got? Let's ping and see. I got 4. Mark Chapman. I feel like I know a guy named Mark Chapman. Okay. See? Wow. Okay. See, now these pips are way closer together. Holy shit. That is much more effective. Yeah, I guess so. Possibly me too if I don't get out of here. Those missiles tore me up. Oh, smoke detected in bathroom? My toilet's on fire. The bastards. Okay, well, that's not gonna get better. And I can't exactly stop to grab a fire extinguisher, so I guess I gotta go for kills while I can. Let's not crash into the station, please. Come on, buddy. Oh, there goes that. Oh, gimme. I missed it again. I can get you killed. Whoa. Where'd it go? Totally lost track of the damn thing. That's now, there it is. Get it this time? Come on. She is. Alright. I still need to get the hell out of here and get my shields back before they just re-tear me up. Come on, spool up. A little faster, darling. That'll do. A little bit of room to breathe. Okay. Now. My friend up there is all alone. It's the last guy. Shoot. I could have stayed around helping him. I mean, he's not that much help, so it's better to err on the side of caution anyway. Warlord is his name. We'll see. That's ballsy. That's a ballsy code name. Oh, here we go. All right. All right. Noise and flares. All out. Nothing.
Can't lose anyone else. You gotta help me.
Oh, there's another one. Can I get it in time? Get off of me, dude. There we go. Alright. Get some distance. Try to rinse and repeat. Come on, spool up, darling. Woo. evasive maneuvers. Oh, look at my poor buddy up there. Let's help him out. I like this setup way better. It's too bad I only got 2 of these in the game. Oh, this would have been awesome. Faster, come on. Evasive again. Gotta shake these guys. Whoa. Hi there. Man.
Try and dodge that.
Oof. Oh, that hurt a lot. I just out of chaff. Like, what's the deal here? Alright. Now my ship's kind of screwed now. I lost a component on the front. Now, granted, in this ship, as opposed to the Cutlass Black, losing a little front piece doesn't totally make you spin into oblivion, so I can...
Got something for you.
Oh, well. I can do a little bit more fighting, hopefully. Maybe I can take him out. If I get lucky, get another repair. Oh boy, she don't steer very good, but... Oh, no, don't lean that way. Come on, come on! Let me just lay off the acceleration. That'll make me a lot more of a sitting target, but I'm dead in the water anyway. Come on! There we go. Nothing. Not that lucky. Come on, give me a sight line.
We lost one.
Okay, well, that was not what I really needed. I still can't steer for shit. Whoa, going wild. Let me see something. Something. Pull up a little bit. Alright, up won't work. Let's go down. Oh, shit. Well, maybe that was a bad move. I might have put myself into a spin. Come on, darling. Trying to fly a crippled ship. It's like there's only one dude left, practically, and he sucks, so... Hope I'm not just spinning forever while he's nickel and diming me. Here. See if I can get some distance. Maybe I can turn around and just get him on a straight path and take him out. And if I get really lucky, I'll get another repair out of that and I can keep going and spare myself having to respawn. Come on. Back around slow. Okay. Just keep her straight and steady. Could try to missile lock. If it'll actually work today. Come on, lady, say the magic words. It's not locked until you hear her say missile locked. You'd think because of the circle, oh, it's ready to fire. Nope. Come on. Oh, he's not eager to do this either, is he? Like he's just sitting still. Come on. No lock. Nothing. Alright, well, we'll do this.
Mayday! We lost one.
Oh, nope. Still no repair. But then there's still another guy. Oh, come on. Okay. Nothing. Aww. Yeah. Great. Okay. Well. You're coming in fast. Let's just go after Gaston Nighthawk here. Come on. Woo! Okay, well, nope, I don't want to. That'll take too long. That's a cutlass. What are you? Oh, come on. Time to bail. If I can. No, it's alright. That was time. I'm ready for it. It's gonna make me wait. That's okay. I don't care if it's ready to deploy. I'm gonna take my time. I need to take a breath. Now, if I were in an online match, this would not be cool, right? Because there'd be some dude out there flying around trying to fend for himself with all these guys. But I'm doing offline so that I can take a moment to pause if I need to, especially if I need to interact with the stream at all or anything like that. Not that I won't ever do some PvP. I'm not opposed to it. I used to do the free flight duels. It's a common pastime in Star Citizen. You just log into free flight online and you'll see guys flying around, and there's a little bit of etiquette on. They'll come up to you, like fly right in front of your ship, maybe pop you just once with a laser appear doot, just to kind of get your attention and, like, you know, bob their nose at you and see if you want to go have a duel. Then you pass each other, toss flares. Oh, come on. I lost my sound. It's going to do that sound thing again. That's another bug I figured I'd work around for. Losing my audio when having to get it back. Alright. What are you? You're a cutlass. Let's take out the smaller targets first. Starting with you, Speedy. Ooh, that was a cool. Now I get the repair. Thanks, bro.
Have fun with that.
Contact. Shield offline.
Shit, we lost one.
Target is destroyed.
All right, time to bail. Oh, that was close. Tearing me up. All right. Let's get some shields back. Which distance? Oh no, they coming fast. They ain't letting me go. Come on, little Buccaneer Interceptor class.
Don't lose anyone else.
Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come back, come back. Thank you.
Got something for you.
Shields down already. Okay. Well, other one down. Bail. Jeez. Come on, bro. Just a little bit of room to breathe. Well, in reality, I probably shouldn't have turned around and flown right at him. Maybe I could have cut 90 degrees or something. That would have been wiser, huh? Okay. Let my shields rise back up for a second. Oh, I guess they're not pursuing me, huh? I didn't think I had any backup back there. I guess they're just being smart. They'd rather fight me together.
Take that.
Shoot a missile that's coming at you. I don't think I've ever. Nope. I guess not. I've tried many times. I've never pulled it off. I mean, I thought there. I can't remember what they're called, but on some of the bigger ships like the Polaris, they have these sort of little automated defense systems that are meant to shoot at stuff coming at you like missiles. I thought, perhaps foolishly, that maybe you could just shoot it with your gun. And maybe you can, and I just missed, but that looked like I fired 1,000 things right at the little spot and nothing. I'll probably keep trying. So you have to experiment in this game. And there's the sound bug. Come on. Back. Turn the game. And before I forget, I keep forgetting. Every time I respawn, it resets your power management. It's giving me crappy shields. I forget to change that every time. Always check. Your power systems before you fight. Okay. Just got a cutlass now, I think. They can be dangerous, but they're a little bit, well, its speed should be comparable to mine, but the Shiv is just a little better. Thank you. They open with missiles every time.
Here's something with your name on it.
I poof. Okay.
Damn it, we lost one of ours.
Alright, let's bail again. A little bit of distance. Do a little fishtail. Oh, he's right on me. He doesn't want to let me go. Alright, friend. I'm ready for you now. Salvador.
Whoa. Shit, we lost one of our own.
Cool. Yakizo Kowalski. Alright, man. Alright. So I feel like
Got something for you.
this weapon combination is performing far better than yesterday.
Need backup.
What the? Don't you try and shake me? I see what you're doing.
Let's lose everyone else.
Ah, give me bullets back. That's cool. I wonder if that also replenishes your countermeasures. Come on, get out of there. That guy's still shooting at me. Jesus. Alright, what do we got? What's that look like? It's, is that a Gladius at a weird angle? Yeah, that's Gladius. And, another Gladius? Nope. What is that, a Valkyrie?
Where
A missile boat. Go figure. Where'd you go? Oh, I'm looking at the other guy. Wrong guy.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Nice wide missile boat target. Why am I feel like my ship's pulling a little weird. I don't got a torque imbalance.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Oh, come back. Come here. Come here.
Contact. Elite units en route.
Contact.
Alright. Wave 7. Okay. We got another Gladius coming in fast. Another Gladius coming in fast. That's what they do.
Piss me off.
Shield system disabled.
Starting to piss you off. You just got here, dude.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Another Valkyrie? Jesus. Alright. Well, let's get him off the field.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Other one down. Whoa, what was that? Oh, that's a Corsair. Jesus. Alright. See how you hold up. Is there anything else besides this left? Let me, actually, that's a good, let me. This isn't because my shields are bad or I was taking damage. I just want to quickly pull back.
Shield system online.
Survey the station from a distance for a moment. What do I got? I got fuel, I got missiles, I got bullets. And all that's left, I think, is this Corsair. Alright. Well, let's not hit them. That's not ideal, right? I think he'd win that fight.
Congratulations.
Ooh.
Target is destroyed. Shield system disabled.
Elite units en route.
Beautiful. Alright, what do we got now? Oh, there it is. There's the hammerhead. Oof. And it's not just some solo space dad flying it around either. They got people working the turrets. And their guns are nice and big. Oh, I'm doing damage though. That's good. Okay, let's do some evasive. Been a little too touchy. Don't like it. If you're in a small ship and you're in a battle with a hammerhead, it's gonna be a battle of patience. And they've already given some talk about one day putting in, making it such that the armor on the bigger ships is so much that like your ballistics on your smaller ships just ain't, it's just gonna bounce right off that motherfucker.
Shield system disabled.
I don't know if that's also gonna apply to the energy weapons or not. Oh, Jesus.
Right, that one hurt.
Oh, did you see that?
Shield system offline.
That was right through the ring of the station. Oh boy, okay.
Shield system
Bit of distance. Alright, let's... Okay, she says locked. Maybe it's because it's a big target. might as well get rid of those, huh? Maybe I can soften them up a little. No.
There goes my insurance premium.
Shield system is hit.
6. Ooh. Man. Alright. I guess that attempt at a pass by was just a little too ballsy, huh? Alright. Take a sip. I'll puff off this ridiculous vape thing that my wife got. It lights up with space stuff. And it, I don't know. No, I feel about the taste. It coats your tongue in a weird way. It's almost like syrup. Oh, it's gonna force me in 30 seconds. I see. So show you the timer. I noticed. Okay. I wonder how my ally is doing in there. And judging by my little display, it looks like there's a wrench floating out there in space somewhere. Assuming that that's not a lie. Huh. Okay. Well, let's get back in there. Oh, freaking sound errors. I wonder if that comes through on YouTube, but with me, it's like the sound of my ship cuts out. Unless I change the volume and go back in. And another good thing about playing it offline, even though it does force the respawn, is, it's like part of a mechanic that, if you're playing online, you're not just ditching your partner out there. It'll give you like a minute, but then it's gonna dump you back in. When you're offline, you can just go to the menu and pause it. That's nice. But so I don't need it. I don't need to pause right now. All right, yeah, let's just do this. Let's play the smart money here, and just fire like all the missiles before we engage. And I'm actually gonna start to back up because he's gonna start to move my way. And once he gets kind of under the 4-kilometer range, you start seeing 3 point something. That's about when they're gonna start lighting you up with those big guns. And it's like another tricky thing about this fight is it's just the hammerhead, which, in one sense is kind of what I'm doing, I'm out of missiles. Unless I switch. What is my button for switching? Nope. Aha, there it is. I forget how I set stuff sometimes. Yeah, the smart money is just to burn up all my missiles right at the outset. And there's no ads. Like, ads can be a menace. If there's a few gladiuses flying around lighting you up, like, that's not always good, but it does present an opportunity to kill a target and maybe get a wrench or some bullets, or maybe a batch of your missiles back so you can rinse and repeat this little dance here. How many I got left? 3 more after this? Let's just shoot them all. He ain't even got one red component yet. Oh, yep. See, here it is. Right around 3 kilometers. Let's just blow past him. I don't want to engage on those terms. It's already not good. Alright. Shield's back up. Oh, where's my buddy? Is my buddy still alive? Are you here, friend? I don't see him anywhere. Warlord is long gone. Okay. Let's just try and blow in a little fast. I got on a little bit of damage there, not a lot. But I'll take it. I know it's not nearly as big, but it feels like trying to fight a goddamn Star Destroyer. I guess that would really be more like an Idris. Right. Just no thank you. No thank you. Alright, I'll let my engines power up a little bit too. Get my shields back up, because it resets every time. I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. It's like, oh, did you want to set your shield to half power? We thought that would be cool by default before you fight the hammerhead.
Shield system is hit. Shield system is hit.
Okay, let's bail.
Shield system offline.
Oh. If he gets another good volley on me in the next pass with my shields down, I'm toasty toast, and then I got one more life left to live. Okay. I'm gonna not make the stupid mistake I do sometimes of burning up my my boost while I'm just closing distance. We're just gonna casually close distance. Once I can fire, I'm gonna do so, and then I'm gonna try and boost past him and away. So he's gonna start shooting right about now.
Shield system is hit.
Give me some damage and boost. Try to put the station between us too. It's the only thing I got to kind of give me some cover, unless I sweep all the way around it like an asshole. Screw it. I didn't get the distance I wanted. Let's just switch into nav mode. Okay, he's over there. Let's go this way. Gotta be careful about how far you stray away from the station. Like, the arena is only so big, even though it looks like I have the whole freaking universe. After a while, they're like, go back to the fight, guy.
Shield system online.
Okay. Kilometers. Let my engine build back up while he's coming my way. Let him burn up the hydrogen. Okay. Full enough. There it is.
Son of a bitch. Shield
Oh, jeez. Got a little too greedy with that one. They were a little too on target. I feel like in maybe it's just my imagination, but I feel like over the past couple of years they've refined the AI of their ships in combat. I mean, they'll still kind of kamikaze, try and fly at your face, but they collide much less often, and they are much better about shooting on target and consistently. They used to kind of like salt and pepper you, like they'd shoot a little bit, stop, shoot a little bit, stop. And sometimes some of the more sort of casual-oriented combat contracts that you can take, it still seems like the NPCs kind of fight like that. You know, like if you're going to do the combat training, some of those missions can be pretty rough. But like some of the higher tier investigation missions where you're just trying to identify the state of a dead body at a crash, they might throw a prospector and a what's that little ship? The Mustang. There might be a Mustang, and the fight is not difficult, is what I'm trying to say. It's like if ship fighting isn't your thing, you could probably take those guys out.
Hello and
flying mouse and keyboard in your first few weeks of playing. Like, it's not that rough. Whoa, what was that floating around there? Remnants of a... Interesting. Kinda looks like my missiles. Which I should use, now, it respawned me, but it didn't, it gave me 2 new missiles. It did not fully reload my arsenal. Those bastards. Well, take what I can get. Of course, he's just gonna shrug it off like nothing happened. These teeny tiny missiles for a ship like that.
Missile locked.
Uh,
You are out of missiles.
yeah, I know. Alright. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you sure you didn't want to have shields?
Gosh!
What? No, shut up. Overriding my panels. Alright, that did a little bit of damage. It's like, he's got a red spot! Look at that. Oh, see, I'm getting overeager. I used some boost on the way in. That was bad. Shouldn't have done that. Let's let it refill. Okay. That's as good as we're gonna get. Up my speed limiter all the way. So I can actually hit it down a little bit. So you're not shooting back? Alright, I guess they're on launch. Not sure if those missiles did more than I thought. Or if it's just bugging out, but I'll take it. Oh, no, they woke up, they woke up, they woke up.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
I did it.
Contact.
No, there's more. There's more after the hammerhead. I never made it this far before. Oh, come on. What do we got? You're gonna make me fight a bunch of gladiuses now? Okay, I'll take it. Let's go, Buccaneer. Sure, come on, friend.
Shield system is hit.
We lost one.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Hey, missiles back. That's cool. In case they decide to bring out a Polaris. Oh no, but there's another Corsair and yet another Gladius. Nope, get away from me. I don't want to play with you yet. Let's get rid of the fodder. Okay.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Would somebody shoot these people? Please!
That's a new one. They've added some dialogue lines too. That's interesting. Didn't used to have. Must have been a push lately because they've also added some new NPC voice dialogue at some of the stations for the air traffic control. Nice to see they didn't neglect Arena Commander as well. Come on, damn. Bet that thing's got a. I can't remember if a Corsair's got a size 2 or 3 shield. But right now it's feeling like a size 3. There it goes.
Target is destroyed. Contact.
Got some help. Stand by.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, now we're on survive. That's it. Now don't win, just don't die. Okay. So don't die for a minute and a half. I mean, I could just fly around in nav mode for a while. If that's really all they want. Alright. Holy shit. The whole goddamn pirate army. It's like, did they form Libertalia? Okay. Well, I mean, I got a life to play with. That seems kind of lame to run the whole time. So, let's see what kind of damage we can do, huh?
Bastard!
I was hoping to get him in one pass. Not quite on it enough. Ooh, got a repair though. See how long that lasts. Holy shit. Nope. Fail. What is that? What the hell is that? Polaris? I get my capital ships mixed up. I know it's dumb. There's not that many of them. Kind of looked like a Polaris to me. Whoa. It's close. You're kind of close. Oof. Kane Arnett got me. My head tracker not working? Guess not. I haven't been actively trying to use it, but I just realized all of a sudden it's not doing a damn thing. Did it? I turned it offline or something? Let's see. Okay, it says it is running. But where is it? Let me see it. If I try and restart it. Let go. That's weird. It's putting it on top of my game for some reason. No, I need you over here. There we go. Okay. Reset it. Okay. Sorry for the tech stream moment. Let's try it now. Nothing? Alright, I'll sort that out later. I must have screwed up something in the settings. Look at that bug smasher. Oh, maybe I shouldn't fly so close to that, huh? Come on, target the guy I'm looking at. There we go. Wish I could hear my guns, but I'll settle for being able to hear my ship's computer.
Friendly down. Repeat, friendly down.
Polaris is still in the sky, though. Ugh. Hey, look, there's another repair. Some fuel. Oh, looks like we're mopping this up now. Loki the Protector, Ash the Lion, Sophie the Boss. The Boss! She was a legendary soldier from World War II. And one of the inventors of CQC. I don't know if you know that. Alright, so we just ganging up on this Polaris now? Alright. Guess I'm like late to the party, I should move in here. Ooh, look at that, we got our own Polaris. Like more than one? What is that? What is that? Or is that an Idris? I can't tell. I can't tell what's what. Whoa. Boy, it is just getting lit up. It's like the 4th of July. Ain't that a perk sight? Up, 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 up. Get in a little close. I guess not too close. You don't want to be right on top of it when it blows, huh? Is that an MSR flying by? It was. Looked cool. I mean, this just feels mean at this point, but hey, they deserve it, right? Come on. Oh, nope. I don't want to play with you. So anybody got some torpedoes? Wait, do I think I might have missiles now. Let's see. Did I get some back? I did. I did. Oh no, that's, you don't need to look at me just because I'm shooting missiles now. Come on now. You got all those other targets. I just feel singled out. Come on, lock on. There we go. Alright, then we switch. Switch the other missile. There we go. Yes, please and thank you. Oh, shucks. So we'll just have to go back to bullets. Try not to shoot my buddies. Jesus. I mean, I know this is kind of what you want from your space battles, you know, you want it to be a protracted affair. In reality, in the game, the people on this ship, you know, engineers would be scrambling to repair components and put out fires and stuff, and you want that gameplay to be able to happen. You can't just be, even with a fleet like this, you shouldn't just be rolling up on a capital ship and just nuking it in the span of 60 seconds. Like, these are supposed to be protracted battles. Oh boy. Oh, I still got plenty of bullets, so it's no big deal. I'm just a little nervous about the no extra lives thing. How much hit points this thing got? These other guys shooting it, they just dancing around it. No, I mean, it, can't say that. They are lighting it up. Look at that. Wow. Ship is that out there? I'm doing a good job of it, though. All right, enough of this. Get back in there. With big ships like this, you can be quite a bit more generous with your range when you start firing, because odds are, I mean, it's the broadside of a barn, right? Your bullet's gonna find something down there. Whoa, look at that! Bye! Hey. I win. I've never done that. Okay. 51 kills to 5 deaths. 2 kill assists. Okay. So, I believe my theory was correct. The NDBs on the turret with a higher velocity was a much, much better counterpart for my Gatlings. They're basically just hitting right on the same target. And if you, as I'm sure many of you are, a better pilot than me and able to stay on target, like even if I can just stay on target with a light fighter like a Buccaneer for just a handful of seconds with all my guns, it's nuked, it's gone, it's out of the sky. And even some bigger ships, they don't last that long. And if they're not very accurate and they give you room to breathe and just sit in their face and shoot, they're going to be toast. You'll melt them pretty quick. Well, all right. Successful test, I think. That's going to be my new default loadout. I'm just very upset that the game glitched 2 of my NDBs out of existence in the live server. So, let's see what I can do about that. I could possibly hit up Star Citizen chat and try and buy it from a player. It's just Star Citizen chat. The community has good people in it. I'm not gonna say that it doesn't. It's just sometimes when you're looking at that global chat, it's like I don't know if you have a similar background to me, then you would be having like flashbacks to Baron's chat in early World of Warcraft. Except somehow it's different. It's a little worse. It's like you have this weird combination of like old retired boomer dudes and then also like kids. It's weird. It's like I feel like I'm 41, so I'm kind of right smack in the middle. There's a bunch of guys that talk like my dad, and then there's a bunch of guys that feel like they're your little brother or something. It's interesting. But that was a weird tangent. Sorry. But what I could do is, if I felt like wading into that chat, I could probably just do some fishing for, hey, anybody got a couple of these to sell me? There might be people out there looking to sell components. It's my only fear is that the economy in Star Citizen is so inflated right now that, like for something that you can't buy in a store, they could say 20 million credits, and it might not be unreasonable because there's guys running around with like billion credits. There's like apparently trillions of them in circulation. Which is why at some of when 4.5 was released, they started introducing the concept of a soft or of a hard wipe somewhere down the line. They're just gonna have to scratch the whole economy, start everybody back to square one, and it's kind of a bummer, because I mean you're gonna lose all your stuff, right? That's not ideal for a lot of guys, but I think the good outweighs the bad. I kind of, at this point, I'm ready to go back to just my starting fleet and try and grind up and have everybody else be in that same boat. And there's a lot of guys that have bought all the ships they could ever want anyway, so and really, in this game, it's not hard to make money if you actually bother to try and interact with the game mechanics. Like, you can make a easy million a day just clicking through some investigation missions. I mean, they're really pretty simple, and there's other more action packed and fun ways. You can do bunkers if you want. You can do ship combat if you want. Depending on how skilled you are, if you're not taking any damage, you can just keep going, bang them out, make a bunch of money. Only downside with some of those quests is every once in a while you have some need to go back to a station and either repair or get ammo or something. Usually something. With the investigations, most of the time it's like if you just fly quantum to a spot, it's a wreck in space. There's a corpse floating in there somewhere. You go click on it, you get your money. You accept the next contract. You quantum to someplace. You EVA. You find the corpse in the wreck. You get the money. You can just bang those out. And some of the higher tier ones, they start introducing a little bit of light combat. I was talking about that earlier, where it's like a prospector and a Mustang flying around. Maybe a mantis. It doesn't actually try and quantum interdict you or anything, but it's a mantis. And by the way, in this patch in particular, if you are fishing for components, there's been a lot of that in the YouTube sphere, everybody putting out guides fishing for components. If a ship has an accessible interior space, then you can probably scavenge components out of it. I've had a lot of trouble trying to figure out how to get components out of the single seaters or ships that like small fighters that don't have interiors. There's just no way to like unlock the port. Like you can't get into the cockpit, right? If it's a NPC ship, the NPC's still in there, and even if you're trying to shoot him, like it doesn't seem to work through the cockpit. You can't. There's no way to interact with it. At least not that I've discovered. Maybe somebody will figure something out. The patch is still kind of new. But if it's got an interior, even if you blow it up, you can probably shoot the door open and get in there, and you'll see the components for the ship just sort of floating inside the shell of the ship that remains where they would have been when the ship was whole. And you can go in there. If you wait for it to stop spinning, you can go in there with your tractor beam and yank them out. And that mantis that appears sometimes in the second and third tier investigation missions out in Nyx has some, I think, stealth, kind of mid-range stealth parts if you're looking for stealth. And if you do, this is the more popular thing that people are doing is the combat missions out in Stanton. The combat training school stuff, Gilly's flight school or whatever it is. Like by the time you get to the fifth one, they start throwing some ships at you that you can scavenge the components out too. There's nothing A, but it's like you can get some 2B military cooler, 2B military quantum drive. I mean, that's like the second best stuff. For very low cost, like you don't have to farm anything. You're not doing executive hangers. You're not doing the Vandal tech smugglers stuff. You're just banging out a couple quests, and if you're patient and you follow the Rex, you can scavenge some good stuff out of it. So if you're in the market to try and upgrade your ships, I recommend giving that a try. I've got so many of them stashed in my primary residence storage now. I decked out all my ships. What I haven't been able to get is a size 3 shield, and not that I haven't gotten a ship that had one in it, but they seem to be bugged. Like you can't get them out. You'll take your tractor beam and it's like it doesn't interact with it. It's like it wasn't even there. It was some other static part of the ship. So sadly, I haven't been able to fish up any size 3 shield upgrades for my Star Lancer tack. But it's already pretty beefy as it is stock. The main limiting factor with running that ship regularly is that you need a crew. You can fly it solo, but you're basically just flying a whale of a boat. It's got heavy shields and good armor, but it's slow. It turns like it looks. Slow and wide. And if you can actually get your pilot's front guns nose down looking at a fighter and you can get a few shots off, you can probably take them out. It's just not the easiest thing. And if it were an actual PvP combat situation, a really good pilot, and even it's some of the more nimble heavy fighters would probably be able to just live on your ass and shoot you. So you need to have that ship manned. There's 2 turrets on the top that can be operated remotely from the bridge. So that's good. You can have somebody helping you shoot up front if you're the pilot, and you can have somebody covering your aft with the rear turret. And if you have a co-pilot next to you, there are twin missile launchers right on flanking either side of the rear hatch of the ship, and you can kind of shoot them backwards. I've heard mixed reviews on how effective that missile system is. And then there's also the heavy repeaters on the sides of the ship, which are adjacent to the doors for the. I'm not explaining this very good. So it's meant to function as a drop ship. So in the middle of the ship at the bottom, there's the jump seats for all your soldiers to sit, and there's doors, like big garage doors on either side. There's levers that you can open them up, and then a minigun will come down, and you're meant to provide covering fire for troops to leave the ship and advance onto the field of battle. There's these big, heavy-ass guns. I think they're like size 5 repeater turrets. One on each side of the ship, and the angle isn't necessarily the best for ship combat, but if you're sitting on the ground and you're trying to let troops move out from the ship, it covers the terrain very well. And also, if you're flying right above ground, trying to support ground operations, you can shoot down at the ground really well. That being said, if you are flying it in aerial combat in space with other ships, these would be the last turrets that you would man, right? You want the top ones manned. I would be kind of on the fence as to whether I would prioritize a co-pilot for the rear missiles or those side turrets, because I feel like if you're rolling, trying to, face different sides of your shields towards somebody, eventually one of your opponents is going to come in view of those size 5 turrets on your side, and if you can get a beat on them for just a minute, they are going to hurt. So it couldn't hurt to just stick somebody in them, even if the shots that they're going to get are going to be rare. But you got to have a big crew of guys. At least 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 if you want an engineer. Which, the way the game's going, that would be ideal, right? You'd want to have a ship's engineer. So yeah, 7. And then, of course, if you were, and the cool thing is that then if you were doing the dropship thing, you just have a ship full like a dozen people. I can't remember how many seats are in the jump section. If it's 3 or 4 per side. But you'd have 6, 8 ground troops in there. 2 troops operating the miniguns by the doors, and then a couple of guys working each remote turret. It's a beast of a ship. And really shows it just has a lot of possibilities in terms of a crew gameplay, and I really want to start trying to get into some of that stuff. I can wrangle a few people. I already got my I talked to my wife and being my gunner. She doesn't much care to fly, but she does like to shoot stuff. And I got a couple guys I used to fly with back in the day. I might see if they want to come fly with me once in a while and do some stuff. To farm those, there are some missions in Nyx with, what is it, Intersec Defense Solutions? It's the rep you gotta farm to do that Vandal Tech Smugglers mission, which I really want to try. It looks like a lot of fun. You can get some good components out of it, but the missions to farm they're pretty tough. Maybe it's a skill ceiling issue. I have a hard time soloing some of them. I think I've unlocked up to the 7th by myself. And I think that might be the last one if I heard right. Maybe there's one past it. But it gets to a point to where going out in my Shiv on some of the harder ones, like especially with the missiles just lighting me up and my countermeasures not seeming to do anything, it's like every fight opens with a missile volley. And if they happen to get a few good passes at you, you might be having to bail back to a station to repair and then come back into the fight, and all this stuff takes time and it's slow, and it can become this painful back and forth just to finish a mission and get a little bit of rep. Whereas if you can crew that bigger ship, you'd have to split the money, of course, but if you're not necessarily trying to get rich and you just want the rep bang at that mission, if you can get out there on a ship like the TAC with a full crew, you could just bang those missions out one after another. kind of want to do that. But yeah, if you were watching this or you were hanging out, I hope you had a good time. It's getting almost my bedtime. I'm out here on the East Coast, and my job requires me to get up before the sun. It is very cold here, and it takes a little bit of prep time, so I'm gonna go get ready to face the terribly cold gale winds that I'll be facing on my walk into work tomorrow. And hope y'all have a good evening. I'll catch you next time.